This time I even meant to go live. That's an accomplishment for me. Hello, everybody. Adjusting the white balance. Ooh, that's pretty blue. This is just me swapping the white balance around on the camera. I was trying to make it, delightfully blue for Subnautica. That may be too blue. That might be the right amount of blue. I'll bring just enough of the human condition back in. Now I look cold. That'll go well with Subnautica. I'm not exact until it goes red. Battle stations. Ooh, and then mac and cheese, which is so shocking after the blue. Yeah, you still have control over all that. It still works. Do I hear sound? I do. Okay. We good. We good. How many alrights did it let you get away with their skulls? Saw you battling Twitch. Thank you, James, for the sub, by the way, 28 minutes ago when I went live by accident the first time. None yet. Wow. It does have a hard alright limit, which we should all know. Thank you, Beth. Greetings. Thank you, Nutsy. I'm glad you enjoyed technical difficulties. Number 3 is up. There are bits and pieces of number 4 arrayed behind me. I've been working on that most of the day. Thank you, Alex the Fabulous Dragon. 2 streams span of an hour. Yeah, I know, right? I'm really kicking it off. Seriously, hope you and the family are okay. I've been trying to make Half-Life Alyx, a game that needs 6 gigabytes of VRAM, run on my 4 gigabyte VRAM graphics card. If you pulled it off, that's pretty impressive. I won't ask you how the frame rate is, but thank you, Smoodav. Thank you, Dulahan. And the Hidden Spirit. Twitch's API returned an error. Skulls, I think it's locking you out. This title's been updated too. All right. It's wising up to you. Maybe it just doesn't like repetition. Maybe if you spell it differently every time, it'd get away with it. I'm gonna guess that it's a hard character limit of like a sentence though, because otherwise it won't fit. Thank you, Alta. I need a haircut. It's getting bushy. I can't go out and get one though. Now it's just staticky. I've been out in the rain, been in the Home Depot. The Home Depot's seen a lot of me since I started doing this technical difficulty show. I've really pulled no punches on. Well, I've got an idea. It's stupid, but I'm gonna try it. Though I really did have pretty much everything I've used to date, other than the solar panels. For the next one, I did need to pick up a couple things like some big tubing, PVC pipe. Got an Arduino down there. And I've never used one of these before, so it should be an adventure. Tomorrow I'm going to try dremeling for the first time. Thank you, Muffin Lady. Okay, about the eye protection, because that's so many people worried about that. Thank you, Lady Silver. Thank you, Harpo. Thank you, Doulahan. For the parts that you don't see is me down using my and a lot of times I cut them out because they're just kind of don't fit with the flow of the episode. But I when I'm using my radial arm saw or something where I'm worried about legitimate eye threats, I do wear eye protection. Have no fear. When I'm just sitting next to spinning motors, which each have a socket taped to them, it's not that big a deal. Even the Lego was not really a threat to my eyes. To the kids getting A on the science project. The kids' science project had already been turned in, like, long before I started doing that. Thank you, Violet. Head of AP testing this weekend. Next, good luck, and remember, Make sure you don't mess up your test. Wake up 30 minutes before your AP test. AP government test, very specifically AP government test, that you haven't done a single assignment for since the start of the quarantine. Not that I know anything about that. Oh, Violet. I haven't. Good luck with that. You'll do fine. Just hang in there. Thank you, Harpo. Thank you, Fat Man. Have you heard of Steam Raider? It's pretty cool for the streamer and viewers. It sounds familiar, but I'm not exactly sure. I think I've heard of it, but I haven't really delved into it much. Thank you, Kirsten. I will look into it. I'll look it up right now. Let's see. Is it on? I assume it's on Steam, and I assume it's Stream Raider, not Steam Raider. Stream. Nope, maybe not. Or maybe it's on Steam. That would be kind of strange if it was called Steam Raider and wasn't on Steam. Steam Raider. I can't find it. Stream Captain. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Denray. Thank you, Miniature Action Jesus. Thank you, Random Evil Hero. Loving TD. Just another reason why I enjoy your content. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Alex. Oh, the FPS is fine. I see my own blood, but I'm gonna call that a coincidence. Actually, it runs about 60-70. Disable the sky and skeletal textures about 6 times normal, so Minecraft looks more HD. But it runs. Hey, that's the important part. That's the that's the TD way. Does it look great? No, but it works. Thank you, the companion. What kind of tape do you use on the screwdriver? It was a lot of electrical tape. Actually, it's somewhere back here. I have almost none of the roll left. It's kind of disintegrating as I strapped more and more things together. Thank you, Sweetie Swag. Thank you, Pens. Thank you, Millen. So you took the car apart once and put it back together. Now the episode you took it apart again. I did, yeah. The robot car, or Tinsu as the kids have named it. I took one wheel off, and then this time I took 2 wheels off. And I've got an idea for a future episode that may require me to take those 2 wheels again. But they may be in luck because they're not very high speed motors. And I'm gonna need something that'll whip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not explaining it well, so I don't really expect that you will. But thank you, Kirsten. It'll be fun in games till Lego Strikes Back, though. I finally found the last of the Lego, by the way. That took me quite a while. I think I got all of it. Maybe. I keep finding a little bit more. Fat Man, I can't find this Steam Raider thing. Thank you, Shadow Silverstar. This is for the mod's quest to fight Twitch, and also you, I guess. Oh, thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Zesty. Yeah, so I did actually buy this Dremel for myself, as this is the first time I've opened the box. So it's a Dremel 4300. I use it to make some cuts on that PVC pipe, I hope. It looks so easy in all of the videos I've seen. These look like easy, simple tools that nothing can go wrong with. That's really bad timing for my own evil laughter to haunt me. Thank you, Dulan. Fucking archive on YouTube because I never seem to catch streams. So glad I was able to catch. I'm glad you could too. That was really appropriately timed as I mock myself for that statement. Thank you, Batman. Stream Captain is the right one. Okay, not Stream Raider. Stream Captain. Thank you, Pins. Thank you, Sweetie Swag. Thank you, Slan. Part that got me was you when you were like, I had these springs in the wrong size. My third guess was that is 100% true. One of my gates over here, the spring was gone, and it had been gone for a long time. And I kind of got on a kick of replacing things. Over this past weekend, I fixed my in-ground sprinklers. One of the heads had been snapped off, so I fixed that. I installed a motion light in the garage so that because the other motion light didn't pick up when you walked out the door. I fixed a flow valve on one of our toilets because it wasn't filling the tank. Got this stuff set up. I was having a very productive weekend. Thank you, Codex. Thank you, Chaotic Daydream, for the gifted subs. Thank you, Kirsten. See, it's getting ready to fight back. They're hiding, plotting revenge. Very possibly. I'm sure I'll step on one and it'll really hurt. Thank you, Jess. I spent today installing an entire toilet while my father watched and giggled. After a few technical difficulties of my own, big league of the thing, I figured it all out. More accomplished when I got my associate's degree. I almost bought an entire toilet, entirely because one of the toilets we have in the house, actually, both of our downstairs toilets, have apparently the rarest kind of toilet seat that exists. Instead of it's longer, but it's also, instead of being oval shaped, it's more trapezoidal. So it's got rounded edges, but it comes down and has like a flat edge at the front. And I cannot, and one of our toilet seats is cracked. I cannot find a replacement to save my life. It doesn't help me that Amazon, when you try and find toilet seats, it shows them all from the ass end side of it, like that's the part that matters. Look, here's where the screws attach. Annoying. Can't do it. Thank you, Dimitri. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Spleen the Great. Thank you, Rhapsody of Aki. My birthday's tomorrow, 35. Don't worry about it. I'm turning 40 this year, so enjoy it while you can. So I have some celebratory bits. Blah, I got there. Don't really say much. Chat moves too quickly for me sometimes. Just want to say thanks for laughs. Last 10 times have been pretty rough, and I've really needed them. Also, loving technical difficulties. Thank you, Aki. I'm really sorry that it's been a rough few months, but I'm glad that you've found some refuge here with us. Thank you, Jess. Have fun with the wax seal. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to bother. Hey, Bree. Wait, are you saying that I missed the sub? Well, thank you anyway. And thank you, Charmy. Making some more s'mores tonight. No regrets. It's well, I guess if you're in certain parts of the world where it's winter, it's not out of season. But it's way out of season in most of the U.S. Though I guess there has been a winter, what do they call it, a glacial gust or something? I don't know. They had a special word for it that made everything in the Northeast pretty cold. Thank you, Hasuke. Thank you, Cindy. There's snow this weekend. We actually had a tornado storm. Tornado warning today. One of the things that I was going to do for a future episode of Technical Difficulties involved a little bit more shooting outside. Actually, one of the things I really want to do with the episode I'm shooting now, I would like to do outside. I could maybe do it in my living room. But it involves, I'm not even going to say, but I might actually load it up in my car and drive to the office tomorrow, and shoot it in one of our high ceilinged areas there. We'll have to see how it goes. That's my level 3 for tomorrow's, or the technical difficulties number 4. Thank you, Violet. No, don't think she's watched it. Don't think she's worried. She usually pretty much trusts me to, like, most of the things I fix works out. So I think she's just kind of cool with it, and yeah, doesn't really watch anything I do. Twitch, why you feel like my bitrate's unstable? You're showing me a graph, and the graph is very stable. It's not like I don't stream 5 days a week at this point. Yeah, I stream 5 days a week. Allison, did you ever see my TD idea on the Twitter hashtag? You mean the one about making spy cameras? Thought about it. Thank you, KM. Thank you, the companion. Rhode Island, while I don't get snow, is annoyingly cold, and I'm done with it. I bet. Hey, Kyla. Clean chapstick for my child's bedroom. Oh, no. I know how that goes, though. Thank you, Siege Breaker. Thank you, Wesley Art. Do stabbing machine has some practical use? Well, the other thing about stabbing machine is the range of its stabbing didn't extend beyond the legs of the frame. The other real funny, fortuitous thing about building that was I shoot from the hip a lot on this show. So when I cut the wood for that frame, I'm pointing at it because it's like over here. When I cut the wood for this thing, I just kind of like made up a dimension. Like I just winged it. I arbitrarily decided this would be 10 inches, and then gave it, I believe, 3 inches on every side. So it made the frame to fit that dimension. And then when it came time to install the fan, it just fit perfectly under there. It was kind of incredible that it worked that well. Thank you, Elevated. Thank you, Harpo. My husband and I are watching the Sea of Thieves video where y'all keep trying to shoot the cat out of the cannon. Where you mean where we do keep shooting the cat out of the cannon? You don't need to be worried about the unstable rotating parts. Actually, the frame itself is very sturdy. And I had the legs were screwed on here with 3-inch screws. So the platform was very steady. It wasn't going to go anywhere. You can see the hole in the middle here. I actually bolted all the pieces on. Even the smaller motors were bolted on, using the existing stuff that were on them. So nothing. If it looked dangerous, in most cases, some of that was just because the camera made it look like I was a little closer to it than I really was. But I was behind it. The spin of it could not have reached me, and the hole was almost centered. You know what? I didn't do any measurements. just eyeballed it. Yeah. So the motor, when it was spinning, never got past about here, even with the screwdriver on it. And then I was, back here, and it was secured on there with a lot of tape. When I put the screwdriver on, I wrapped it multiple times. So it was not going to come off, especially not with the amount of time that it was on. And the other thing to remember is using a ceiling fan as the base motor. You could reach up and grab that ceiling fan right now, and it would whack your hand, but it wouldn't take your fingers off because they just don't have that kind of torque. Like, they go pretty fast, but they're designed to spin and be quiet more than they are to really muscle through anything. So they're not that powerful. I think, and I haven't tested this, and maybe in a future episode I'll go back and test it because I've been saving everything. And maybe we'll find out what the actual stabbing power of the machine was. Because I don't think it would. It's a fairly blunt screwdriver. I don't think it would have broken the skin. I think it would have hurt. I think you would have had a bruise, but I don't know that it would have punched a hole in you. But maybe. Maybe. It's funny, after the fact, everybody started saying, making references to Michael Reeves. I had no idea that he had recently put a video up where he made like a huge surgical robot. Again, I try not to watch other people's content for fear of stealing things, but that it kept coming up. I was like, oh, well, let me see why. I don't remember hearing about him doing stabby things. Oh, 2 weeks ago, he made a stabby thing in a very different vein than mine, so it's not in any way connected, but, it was just funny how sometimes those things align. Thank you, Zeltux. How to become a mad scientist. Close. Thank you, Moncos. Thank you, MST GT Fatman. What are we doing, right? Oh, hi, Jack. Thank you, Graphical. That's Ram Bakers while bouncing my laptop on a counter. It sounds like you're doing way more dangerous things than I did. Thank you, Shadows. So your theory is upheld. You can build anything once. Correct. So far, everything has worked, and it's really a little worrisome to me because I'm doing things I've never tried. And one of the major issues I think sometimes that this show may have is because of the nature of the fact that I'm doing it a weekly show, like people like Michael Reeves, he puts up a video every 2 months. My turnaround is like every 5 days. So the time it takes me to build it is about the same time as I have to film it. So I don't test build any of these. This is 100% like I turn the camera on and I build it for the first time and record it. And then I keep building things until I run out of time. So I've got some ideas that are horribly reckless. Which would be, I think the main one, if I ever build it, will be a like season 2, and I'll start on it after season 1 ends. Yeah, I don't know how I'm getting away with it so far. I think this week should be pretty easy because all the builds. 2 of them are what I like to call redneck engineering. Well, I don't like to call it that. That's what it is. That's a thing that you can look it up. So 2 of them are pretty redneck engineering. And one of them is the smart version. Sorta. It's again, if I had 2 months, I would make a really, really cool thing. But in the space of like a day, I'm gonna make a sort of cool thing. Like, it's the difference of having when you're coding something. There's the bare minimum of code that it takes to make something do something, and then there's the version of the code that has all of the like, oh, but if they enter incorrect stuff, you've got a fail-safe there. You've got, backup for certain escape situations, that kind of thing. Thank you, Connect the Freckles. Oh, I'm glad they helped. Thank you. Thank you, Wraith Queen. Thank you, Dullahan? Horribly reckless? Oh, no, it's... I don't know if I can build the thing I want to build because of how... dangerous it could be. Thank you, Jess. Tech difficulties 2.0. You revisit the earthquake simulator with an unbalanced washing machine drum. I'll do it. I'll go big. Thank you, Kirsten. You're doing things you've never tried before. It's like a whole new world now. I mean, for example, for the projects that I'm working on this week, I bought this Arduino kit. I've never used Arduino before. So, in theory, I know how to make this do what I want it to do. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to find out. And if it doesn't work, then that part just won't be in it, I guess. Thank you, Dalhalla. Thank you, Lizzie. Laugh in the face of danger. Exactly. Thank you, Cro-Magnon Man. They be north. Thank you, Alex Fabulous Dragon. Dremels are easy to use. Just don't brace whatever you're dremeling against yourself because it will slip and you will end up with Dremel in you. Also, the Imperial system makes me want to scream and to find the metric just one. Well, I plan on actually clamping everything down, and I'm not going to hold it. So, yeah, I've looked at Arduino programming language. I get the theory of everything. A lot of it has to do with just finding out exactly what your various peripherals expect in terms of signal. But we'll see. Thank you, Elevated Mr. And Deaf Dragon. And again, Elevated Mr. And Monkos? Monkos? And Fatman. 11 Michigan, we got some snow, but it didn't last long. I hate weather here sometimes. I mean, you can come down here. There's plenty of not snow in Texas. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, I was just going over the safety glasses. I have safety glasses. And I use them in situations where they're warranted. That's also why you'll notice a lot of times I'm not wearing my wedding ring. And that's because that's old shop habit. You do not wear rings in a shop because any sort of power tool, and I've been working in power tools today, any sort of power tool, especially saws, can snatch that ring, and your finger is going to go before the ring does in a lot of cases. So that's an easy way to lose some of your digits by wearing some jewelry in a shop. Thank you, Code Gibbs. So you don't wear necklaces, you don't wear rings, you don't wear anything that can get caught in a blade. I go completely... The only thing I've got on usually is safety glasses and ear protection, which I also do use ear protection. So I'm actually, from my days in theater, the scene shop at theater, I'm extremely cautious when working with power tools. Just sometimes it may look like I'm in more danger than I am. I've usually taken precautions. For example, there was no, between where the blade was hitting the Legos and my eyes, there was no direct line. Because of the nature of this big heavy frame that I built, all of that was happening obscured from where my face could have been hit. My face was behind the bar, essentially. So it was not really any danger. I can make it look dangerous. I'll make it look real dangerous. But probably not actually dangerous. You'll actually see me wearing eye protection if I'm working with anything that has a power tool. Yeah, I bring the danger. Thank you, Seal Lover. It's been 6 months since I've seen your streams and Twitch overall. A lot has changed. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Thank you, Shadow. Anything get caught in the dangerous thing is left... Anything that can get caught on the dangerous thing is left in a safe place. Exactly. Anything that might cause an issue, you just keep that somewhere else. All right, let me launch up this game. So I played Subnautica a while back, or Below Zero a while back. And then on April 30th, they apparently revamped the story. So we'll see. I don't know. Frostbite update. New update. They've changed a lot in the biomes. Intro cinematic. Hit read more. Let's see what they did. Thank you, Midnight Prophet. Because, yeah, it'll be a kind of a clean slate because it's very different. For one, look, you start in the sky. All right. So new storylines, work in progress. So it's still a work in progress, so it's still not done. Quantum Locker. This looks really awesome. Grade your storage for access anywhere using a quantum. So it's an ender chest. But that's so great for this game. Not having to go back to the third base you left behind. That's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to that. Surface beacons, because remember, you get lost real easily. Snowballs. Why not? Sure. Water purification tablets. When starting on alien water, you want to get there are 2 ways to create drinking water. That's why I just invent something to tablet water. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's more than that. They've updated a lot of the biomes. Thank you, Ghost King. Thank you, Batman. I don't understand how they handle the heat down there. It's very warm. They made the text sharper. That's a new thing. Run low on precious resource. Keep an eye out for ore veins while venturing out of the water. These resource-rich caches provide an abundance of various types of ore in the surface. Now, weather is a little bit more of a factor. I think you can actually die of hypothermia now, or at least be damaged by it. Thank you, Midnight Prophet. First time tuning in the stream. Huge fan. Love the game you're playing. Thank you. I appreciate that. That you're a huge fan. The game part, I have nothing to do with. Thank you, Eric. Let's see. It's not really hypothermia. There we go. Now, the meter on the heads-up display to indicate temperature exposure while on land. To warm up, visit a thermal lily, drink some coffee, or head into an enclosed space. Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter. Hypothermia imminent. All right. Let's see this new opening cinematic. Thank you, Fortis Draco. Warning, Below Zero is under heavy construction. Old save games will no longer function in this branch. So we couldn't actually go back to that one, even if we wanted to. Alright, survival or hardcore? My last hardcore run didn't go great, but... no O2 alerts seems really harsh. What am I trying to get out of this game here? Just like with my first playthrough there of Chimera Squad, I should have started on not hardcore. I should have played it for myself on not hardcore, and then challenged myself with a series of streams in hardcore, probably. Thank you, One Wong Dude and TM Mega. Thank you, Spleen. Ooh, here we go. New opening cinematic. Engage. Thank you, Trombone. It ended very suddenly and very sad. Not even one of my guys should play.
Sure you want to go through the storm?
I am going to play Chimera.
I know. I need cover from that sentinel.
That's really pretty. I don't think I would chase that rock in. I plan on
approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures.
Ooh.
Lifetime deployed.
Well, that's what you get for following in the rock. I plan on replaying Chimera Squad up to where I was and then resuming some more streams in it because I was having a lot of fun. I just don't know if I'm going to do hardcore or not. Yeah, it was definitely her fault. Her crashing, entirely her fault. That's bad piloting. And now we're going to burn to death. She just put her hand in fire. Please! This is a water game. Ah.
45-46 feet. Enjoy your stay.
Thanks. Alright, so we're kicked out with a lot less kind of setup this time. Which apparently a lot of the hubbub was that they wanted more like Subnautica 1, where there was less frozen nutrient block. Less dialogue? Not that there was that much in it previously. Okay. You want me to open my PDA. What button would that be? There we go. Thank you, Blanchford. Looks like it should be something, but it's not. Okay. Oh, get that water. Hey, Protoss. I'm doing well. Wow. Majora's Mask in the original box. That's impressive. It seems like it's trying to hurry me to the water, but there's just... Uh-oh. Okay, my screen's getting a little frosty. Maybe I should consider... So I don't have anything on my hands, so there's no way I don't get frostbite and my fingies fall off. Oh, thermal flower. Nice. Ah. Okay. I didn't pay enough attention to where my temperature gauge was. I'm guessing it's that 100, but it doesn't seem to be going down. I was very hungry. I did not eat before I got on the shuttle, which seems very irresponsible before you conduct any sort of space travel. My hands have got to be in terrible shape. But this is quite peaceful, aside from the giant rocks falling from heaven. Okay, so maybe hardcore wouldn't have been as bad as I thought. When it said no oxygen warnings, I just kind of assumed that meant you didn't get oxygen notifications at all, but you still have a gauge, so it's not that bad. Goodness gracious. Thank you's on board. All right. Gonna have to relearn not to do that. Okay, what am I gonna need here? Fiber mesh, fins, first aid kit, waterproof locker. Boy, we know how to make basically nothing. I need a knife to make the fiber mesh, don't I? Because maybe I can just snatch them up. I don't think you can though. So I don't know if they've reworked where your starting location is. So maybe that we're in a totally different biome. Thanks on board. Sup? You know, just chilling. This is nice, relaxing game. It's been a lot of fun making technical difficulties. It is also a lot of work, so it's nice to just kind of chill. Am I gonna die? Oh, I almost died. Also forgot this game has like 0 chill with oxygen deprivation. I keep moving my camera too quick. What's up? What's up, Bambi? Would love some crossover the first game on this. Trying not to move. Getting dizzy. Sorry. Here, I'll turn up my, I'll turn down mine. Okay, I turned down my sensitivity on my mouse, so I can't actually turn that fast anymore. Containing acidic fluid. Thank you's on board. I really, really appreciate that. And thank you, Fat Man. Just finished this wonderful game called Hellblade. Oh yeah, I played that a while back. It is certainly an interesting game. Okay, there's the knife. Need silicone rubber. Okay. And to make silicone rubber, I need... That's a resource. Oh, let's go ahead and make a battery. Why not? I'll have to make one eventually. Okay, I need to find some creep vines. Someone just mac and cheese me. Might as well put all this up. Yeah, I don't need it right now. Alright, we need to find some creep vines. Now, if I remember, there used to be some pretty close to the... Uh-oh. Ha! I have nothing for you to steal. You can do nothing to me. Way to get a knife, I'm going to do something to you. What we got here? Sea glide fragment. I can't read that yet. Thank you, Doulahan. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. Need to find some of those like nodules, but I don't see any. That's kind of weird. Ah, there's some. Looks like they've reworked how the sea vines work.
New blueprint acquired.
Has anything interesting happened? Well, we fell out of space. And for no reason whatsoever decided to get really close to a meteor. And then we crashed in what we can only assume no one saw coming. I don't think I need any lube right now, but you never know. Mac and cheese! And suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, the mac and cheese. the meteor is explained later on. Yeah, but is it a good explanation? Because I'm willing to believe it's not. I followed it in because I needed to. No, that's not. Not how that works. Make a scanner. It is? Okay. There's a good reason that went unexplained, but is definitely valid, is what I'm hearing. All right, what do I have? Oh, boy. Yeah, let's make a little bit more. Again, I don't remember what the lube is for, so that may be a future issue. Thank you, Dillahan. Got to go firefight EMT training. So, well, thank you for your service for doing that. That's really, really impressive of you. Mushroom. Learn about mushrooms. Alright, now I have something I could lose. Wonder if they fixed that fish that I could never scan before. Where are you? Nope, he's gotten away. Okay, where were those vines? Did I put the fins on? Okay, they did go on automatically. This was... Nope, this will work. Hey, capers. How much do I have? I have 3. Give me 1 more. Heh. Uh-oh. First death. Don't do it. Oh. Whew. That was close. Ah. Okay. Oh, it's just 1? No, it's 2. Or maybe 1. I'm not entirely sure. It's 2. Is it? Need titanium. Alright, now we got a scuba tank. Uh-huh. Beacon. Repair tool. Air bladder. Let's go ahead and make one because I will mess up and need that. Okay. Now there was a piece of a sea glide down here. I'm gonna go scan it. I do not have a flashlight anymore though. Something sounds scary. How many of these do I need? 1 of 3. Ah! Ow. Okay, that's 2. I don't think these serve any purpose, but I'll scan it. Fish are so hard to scan. Go get some air. These are the ones that... No, these aren't the ones that steal things. I was blaming the wrong fish. I always forgot I could have just sucked some air out of my thingy here. Oh, boy. How's everybody's week going? This is one of those games where we can just kind of chill and talk at the same time. Thank you. Let's go.
New blueprint acquired.
Never heard that one before. Well, thank you. I appreciate. I don't know what the title is. Skulls does the titles usually, so it could be anything. Oh, am I not supposed to out skulls? I mean, I do the titles. No credit where credit is due.
New creature discovered.
All right. Can make copper wire. We can make fish. Mac and cheese. It's just with it being in this cool bloom kind of mode, the mac and cheese is so much more disturbing than usual. Thank you, Master Assassin. My week has been going pretty well. Thank you. Thank you, Video Killed the Radio Star and District 9 Dante. I'll make one lube, but two lubes, but I won't like it. Oh, ear itches. Nope, need one of. Need that. Need that. Everything else can go. All right, let's see how we make a sea glide. I'm pretty sure to make one of those, I have to make a vehicle station, though, right? No. I can make a sea glide here. I think. Yeah. Battery, lubricant, copper wire, and titanium. I needed the lubricant! All right, I gotta go get the stuff to make a battery, though. Which there was some battery plants down here somewhere. This is, all in all, technology is coming together pretty quick. Considering mac and cheese! Somewhere down here. Doing on air. Not great. Let's go up and get some. And back down. In part of my explorations... No, you're the ones that steal! No, you don't. You die for that. In part of my explorations for interesting devices and things to use on technical difficulties, I came across a device that I'm quite interested in, but I'm not 100% sure how I could use. So it's designed for working in like server farms and things like that, where it's a power strip that you can test and control remotely via web access. It got me thinking, you know, this whole idea of things that you can control in this room that you guys seem to enjoy playing with. But, like, what else could I do? What could I plug in that you could turn on and off in here that would be fun? There we go. Thought about, like, a fan or something like that, but my brain, no, that's off all the time. A music noise machine. Speaking of noise machines, So I got Gavin annoyance deviced by myself. So for technical difficulties number 2, I did a little skit thing where I used with some of my old phones. And yes, what is it? Okay. Anyway, so the Razer flip phone that I have, I charged it up because I used it to make the alarm sound at one point, and unbeknownst to me, apparently I left it on when I put all that stuff away. So it started buzzing as the battery was dying, but I'd put it away, and it was very difficult to actually track down where the buzzing was coming from. So it took me a solid 10-20 minutes today of hearing this buzz and trying to figure out where it was coming from, and hearing the buzz and trying to figure out where it was coming from, and finally tracking it down. It took me 15 minutes to find the Gavin annoyance device because I just assumed that was it. And then I finally found it. You know, I was pretty sure I'd not left the batteries in it. But, so I finally tracked it down, and of course it has no batteries in it, so that wasn't the culprit. And, after repeated exploration, I found it was the Razer flip phone with its battery dying in the drawer. But it was funny because it was almost dead on, the same noise as the Gavin annoyance device. Boy, there's lots of battery things down here. I hear it. Whee! Yeah. Thankfully, I finally found it, so no harm, no foul, but it was really frustrating for a while, as I was fully aware that I had done it to myself. Thank you, Sasu, and Alloy Cat, and Calvin. I think streamers on other platforms get a lot of mileage out of that somehow. On other platforms. Hey, Loren. Plug Gavin Owens' device, who does make it. I have plans for future versions of that, now that I'm getting more into Arduino. That's kind of one of the things that's sort of unfortunate about our current situation, is I can't do some of those that I would like to do, just because
30 seconds.
it'd kind of be nice to be able to have someone else. Uh-oh, there's the thingy. There's another device I want to build. I can't say anything about it, but because that would spoil the surprise.
30 seconds.
Oxygen thing. Get it. Get it. But part of the fun part of building it will be having people test it.
Passing 200 meters.
And
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
if I can't have people test it, then
30 seconds.
it's kind of lackluster.
Oxygen.
Uh-oh. Go! It's getting dark. I've died. I went too deep. I should have just found some oxygen. Hope I didn't lose anything I liked. Got all my tools still. We're okay. Thank you, One Sneaky Sloth and Blue Charlotte. And Kate Levia, show my daughter technical difficulties. She absolutely loved it. You're accidentally making a great kids show. I'm trying to keep it at least somewhat kid-friendly. There's suggestions of cursing, but never actual cursing. Yeah, my flubs are real bad tonight. Thank you. I'm kind of Fakuma. And Alex, the fabulous dragon again. Plug in one of those wall-mounted singing fish. Oh, God, that would be so bad. But maybe, yeah. 34 kicks. All right, I found 2 pieces of the sea truck. Which I think is... So far I have not found the next storyline trigger. Oh, that was it. That was the alien thing that I went down to.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Hey, Violet, where did you get the Arduino kit? Is it a full kit plus instructions? Also, how much it costs? Sorry for the questions, but I'm soon to be a college student who loves this stuff and I want to get started some of it. Got it on Amazon. They have 2 versions of it. I think it's by a company called Elego. Elegoo. Maybe Elegoo. It did come with all of the little various things, and then this is a CD, an actual CD still. Thank you, Calvin! By other, I meant adult. Also, I'm the bit leader now. Bow before my might. Thank you, Calvin. Came with a CD. Crazy, right? Like, people still make these. And even crazier was I bought a DVD drive way back when in all of my efforts to try and get to play the game that Skulls wanted. And it never worked. I even returned it and got another one, and that didn't work. But I just thought for shits and giggles, let me throw it in there and see what happens. And at first it didn't work, and then it ejected itself and said, put a CD in. And so I closed it again because I'd already put it in there. And it opened it and showed files. So I copied off everything that was it just had a bunch of language options. And I just copied everything from the English folder. It's not a very well-written tutorial series. It's very, very basic. Doesn't explain much. I'm pretty sure it was not written primarily in English. Thank you, meme. Or if it was, then it's just a very... It doesn't go into depth explaining about what you're doing. It has a bunch of project samples, but it's just... For example, there's a sample... There was a project to do something very similar to what I want to do, and it laid out how to do it, but it makes no effort to explain what some of the parts in it. Like the part it calls for using an IC that's a certain kind of controller, but it never tells you what it is in the tutorial. It's just listed by its part number, and it says plug it in and then connect these things. And it doesn't say really too much about what it is or how it works. So that being said, it's a pretty expansive kit, and it comes with a lot of the things you need to get started. So the robot that I built the kids is also from one of their project sets. So a lot of the parts on it are actually the same things that are out there on their robot, though it doesn't have the motors. So I'll still have to steal those whenever I need them. All right, need some batteries. I hear you grumbling, but you're not there. That's really disturbing. All right, we made it back to here. Around here somewhere is the vehicle bay. Thank you, Meme Zapper. And Alex, the last donation from me tonight, as much fun as being half the donations is, first electrical design project I did for uni was build an Arduino imaginatively named the Warwickino. That's the University of Warwick for you. Got you, Warwick. Yeah, Arduinos are kind of interesting in that they are not really... It's an open source platform. Did I learn that already?
30 seconds.
So anybody can make something using that standard and call it an Arduino, and that's fine. That's acceptable. As long as it adheres to the standards. Uh-oh, stuck in things. That's bad. Let's go.
30 seconds.
I think I'll make it this time. This is what I should have done last time. Whee! Thank you, Major Jellybean. 10 years. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much. Alright, I need to go into that alien thing. I just don't know if I've got the lung capacity for it yet. I might just die. Which is a real shame considering I've just gotten all this lovely table coral to make microchips with, but... Hey, Phoenix! How thoughtful that they gave me so much oxygen. Thank you for the gifted subs there, Major Jellybean.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Alien robot. I forget. Do you do something? Well, actually, who knows at this point? Maybe changed. Underground alien lair. Oh, right. So they changed primary voice actresses. And I guess they haven't re-recorded a lot of the dialogue. So a lot of it's just subtitled now. Storage medium identified. We'll be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help? Use my PDA for storage? You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal. Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed. It will have to do. I'm gonna get a robot in my head. Thank you, Megan. You have one Mr. Meeseeks. What do you ask it to do? Ooh. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. They are only good at, like, doing small, short-term tasks. Existence pains them. So, it has to be something kind of in and out. Hey, Shelbs! Your ceiling fan experience reminded me of when my dad jimmy-rigged the house furnace to portable generator during snowstorm scary but necessary. Scary but necessary. During a snowstorm, scary but necessary. We had gas and open wire. Woo! That is scary. Thank you, Vulpin Rage. I quit my job on Friday and finally move out for the first time, so I'm very nervous, but watching stream the AH crew helps to calm down the nerves, so thank you all. It's going to be okay. This is a good step. Everybody has to make it. Thank you, Pack Monster. Your job is to pass butter. Existential crisis. How long have you been stored here? Longer than hoped. Warning, sanctuary power critical. Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete. Yes, okay, hurrying. It seems weird that they did not go ahead and put the voiceover in. It wouldn't have been that hard. Especially because they have the new voice actress, apparently. Insert storage medium. Oh yeah, I didn't say it, but obviously you guys have noticed that there are 3 giveaways tonight, 2 gift cards and a game. Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer. Brace? Cry of alarm. Pain. What's happening? Transferring. I mean, of all the things in this game that they added, it's voiceover is usually just a drop in. They've already got all the triggers there. Facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex. You are in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out. Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components? My mind is not a component. You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process. Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This isn't happening. This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening. I guess there's really nothing else in here. Boom, boom. They have the efforts in there, too. Ugh. What was that? Ah. Right, get over there. I'm too... Ow! I was about to say, I'm too lazy to go around. That hurt. Eat that. Gog, gog. It hurt to eat it. They're spiky. Yup.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Alright, hopefully this doesn't kill me, but I'm going to go around this side and see if there's anything to scan. Nope. Thank you, Gasinator. Ooh, some gold. Ah! I think there's another sea truck piece somewhere around here, which would be really great to find. Just need the one more. Ow! My ass! Uh-oh. Donk.
30 seconds.
Okay. Let's go back. Let's have a bite to eat. Maybe see what the story gonna do. Thank you, Gasinator. So far, if anything, there's less story than there was. Which is what some people were clamoring for. So, you know, anyone that wanted less story, you're
New creature
pretty happy now, I imagine. There we go. Depopulate the species. Is it buffering at night? My bitrate looks steady. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Thank you, Master Assassin. Oh, answer. I'm getting a call. We understood this arrangement to be arrangement is undesirable to you. You're not real. Go away. To go, we require a suitable body for transfer. Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there? We do not think of ourselves as distinct individuals, but if it will make you comfortable, I can use the singular. Oh yes, that's what's bothering me. A pause. He does not register sarcasm. So, voice in my head, what are you gonna tell me who you are? Your kind calls us architects. The precursor race? We were infected with Cara bacterium. I was sent here in search of a vaccine. That must have been thousands of years ago. My body was infected before I could complete my work. I uploaded my conscience to storage. No, so it's not just a computer. So are they still waiting for a cure back home where you come from? I don't know. Pauses, she takes it all in. She's touched by this, and the next time she speaks, her tone is gentle, concerned. What's your name? As we are connected, you may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al-An. Alan? My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient, spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan? Is it insufficient? No, it's fine. It's perfect. What is your name? I'm Robin. Rob Ann. Close enough. She takes a pause to digest and compose, and when she speaks again, she's back to business. Tell me, Alan, how might we go about getting disconnected? That is a good question. I will alert you when I have more information. Thank you, Danny Gregory. Thank you, AR Jake. Have fun. I started this up a week ago and I've been re-hunting for everything. That seems to be a large part of the first, couple hours of playthrough is just tracking down all the things to scan. Thank you, Onboard. Thank you, Prince Callie. Thank you, Master Assassin. But what about Hey Would You Blow Me? I don't miss that gamer tag. Beep, 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 beep. Goodness gracious. Thank you, P-Mill. That's very, very kind of you. That's not the first buzzsaw I've heard today either, which is kind of funny. Not because of... Ow, why did these keep hurting me? Never eat the antenna? Well, take the antenna off. I gotta eat, man. Well, when I say buzzsaw, I use my radial arm saw to cut that lumber that's sitting behind me. But thank you very much, P-Mill. That's very kind of you. Been doing this for so many years, and the generosity of the community has always never failed to amaze me. Yeah, I used real power tools today. They hurt because they get old fast. Okay. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Ah, God, it's on board. Goodness gracious. One is incredible. Two is overwhelming. Thank you so much. I don't think you've awakened the beast. I don't know what that means, but you've awakened my appreciation. I need more silicon. Death by Wishes. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just need one more piece of glass. I'll take these. But I don't want them. I do. Just not yet. But I guess I do. I'm not going to have any room for this glass when I find it. And that'll be a sad panda face. There we go. Hashtag emoji. Yeah, and please, everyone, remember that I appreciate you all being here. Cheer or no cheer, it doesn't matter. Those of you that choose to, throw something my way, I do really appreciate it, but never ever feel like there's any obligation to do so. I first and foremost always want to make sure that you guys take care of yourselves before anything to do with me. So. If you can throw all the glitter my way you want, Freckles. I say that safely knowing that you are nowhere near me, so that any glitter you fling is only going to go over your stuff. In fact, I encourage you to fling all the glitter. Get handfuls of it. Now, that's fair enough. There's always RTX. Okay. What can we build? What's the next thing? Cured food. Oh, I need some salt. So we gotta get back to... Oh. Do I know how to make that? No. Gotta get back to scanning things. Are any of these about to go bad? No. Do want to expand my storage space as soon as possible. Boy, they go bad so fast. This is, I mean... Where are you? Like, I cooked it and it went bad within, like, 30 seconds. Can I eat it fresh? Like sushi style? That you half-blood Star Kid. Send the glitter away from Germany. I mean, I can't even get mail at this point, so I don't know. It's not even going to get to me. Thank you, Lupo, for the tier 2 sub. Okay. Fresh cooked. Shouldn't be bad at all. There. Whew. We're 100% good. I should make a health kit. So I'm slightly damaged. Okay. So... I guess really I should just keep looking for more pieces of the sea truck. And the vehicle bay. Because that'll let me get access to deeper areas. Found 2 out of 3, so... With remote-controlled power strip controlled a glitter cannon? That would be impressive. Also, you must think I'm out of my damn mind. Or you know what? Fine, I will put a remote-controlled glitter cannon in my office, but it will cost like, oh god, like 20,000 bits to activate. Trying to think of a ridiculous number. For 20k bits, I will deal with the fallout of the glitter cannon. Ow! Ow! You jerk shark! And will someone do that? I wouldn't surprise me, but... That's a dangerous proposition. Oh, see, you've ruined it by saying someone did a 100k drop on Jeremy's stream, because now the price just went up. Hey, Skulls, install the glitter cannon in the AH office. Oh, there's a thought. We're out and you're doing technically. That's an interesting thought.
Passing 200 meters.
It's a very interesting thought.
Greatly decreased.
Main thing is I just gotta have a hook for it, but... Thank you, Penguin. Thanks on board. No one... Thank you, Indie Angel. Honestly, no one should ever cheer that much to anybody. Sorry, Jeremy. It's... we and I am certain that in this I speak for Jeremy as well. You know, want you guys to be responsible and not go to excess with this kind of thing. I'd rather you know, just come every time I stream, you know, whenever you can, and just be here than worry about dropping that kind of bunts in one go. Thank you, Back Monster. It's your kids, Marty. Something needs to be done about your kids. Reason for the bits. It's weird thinking about what they'll do in the future, because college has turned around, and it's no longer guaranteeing the price of a degree like it used to. So I don't even know that I can, with a clear conscience, encourage them to make that their first choice. I think they've really got to figure out what they want to do, and then whatever the code of study that gets them to that is, that'll be what I think they should spend their time on. Not to, you know, say anything bad about anybody that is currently in college, and it is definitely not, it wasn't a waste of time when I went, even though that's not necessarily the skills that I ended up using, because it's a learning experience in such a social way. I don't know what kind of person I would have been without that college experience. And it's kind of nice that to think, hey, they'll have time to figure out who they are. I just don't know that I believe anymore that college is where you're going to learn to do anything. Maybe, you know, it's been a while since I've been out of college, though. Do people there that are currently in college, do you feel like you're gaining skills, or are you just like burning time?
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And again, remember, I ended up theater degree, but I started with several other things, including computer engineering, computer science. And look, if burning time is the answer, that's not necessarily bad, because you're something to be said for figuring yourself out. If more people figured out who the hell they were before they tried to inflict themselves on the world, maybe we wouldn't have so many problems. I do feel like there are some fields where a collegiate degree still has value. Usually engineering or medical, because those are still, in my time in engineering, it was still much more practical. We were learning to actually do things.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Instead of in theater. And in theater, honestly, I was learning to do things. It's just that those are the skills I was getting in theater were not as likely to turn into a job. Sorry, theater majors. Thank you, Submit Nymph. I'm a film and sign language interpreter major. I feel like I gain a lot from my college courses, but mine are very practical. I didn't know that was a major, first and foremost, but yes, I mean, when the degree that you are going for is a profession, then you're probably learning skills. If you're getting even something like a biology degree is not a set of skills, it's a base of knowledge. A chemistry degree is not a set of skills, it's a base of knowledge. physics too, and to some degree. I mean, a lot of those engineering is applied physics or applied chemistry if you're a chemical engineer, civil engineer, things like that. And so they feel like they focus more on giving you a skill set that actually does something, whereas just the raw things that are stepping stones to other things, like, okay, maybe you're going to go be a lawyer, maybe you're going to go be a doctor, but they don't inherently teach you to do anything with your life. The argument that you need to do that for problem-solving skills, I'd say, is inherently flawed, because if you made it to college without developing any problem-solving skills, then your parents didn't kick you out into the world enough. Everything was made too easy for you growing up. Sorry. The real world will teach you problem-solving skills a lot faster than college will. What college actually, I think, for a lot of people, what college does is it teaches you how to avoid solving problems. It teaches you how to get around problems. It teaches you how to creatively avoid situations. You know, it doesn't necessarily help you out in facing them head on. A lot of people go to college and figure out how to not do things rather than how to do things. Hey, Thalric. Thank you, Ebola Shiva. Say, word program you're learning matters more, but in comp sci, unless you're going to continue to stay, often work just on your portfolio. Yeah, I mean, something like that. Comp sci definitely has real world applications pretty quick. Thank you, Chernobyl. Thank you, Half-Blood Starkid. I do think college is really valuable, but not worth it with U.S. tuition. And maybe that's made a better tack to take on this, is that the price of college has gotten too out of hand. Thank you, Gory. Well, I have the same view as you, probably because my older brother went to college that specialized in criminal law, and he's never used that degree despite my parents paying for it. It's rough. Hey, Janine. Went for IT for a bit, and they put me into business class. Yep, that's that whole, what's it called? Renaissance education? Where it's like, to be a whole, well-rounded person, you must learn many things that have nothing to do with the work you will perform. Also, buy this textbook. And now you can't sell it back. Ever. I think I still have textbooks. Hey, Unite Rider. College would have been Sunday. Graduation, or sorry, that's KP fan. I get paid to learn. What do you do? Thank you, Malicious Slytherin and KP fan. College would have been Sunday. The ceremony has been pushed to October. I was criminal justice major in my university. Made sure it focused on a degree of what we were going for. I'm glad to hear there's some colleges out there that are putting more of an effort in making it practical. Automotive work. That makes sense, Knight Rider. Hey, Gravigal. I wanted to study animation, but it's very expensive. I tried for scholarship for 2 years, but didn't have much luck. Parents just want me to study anything now, so I may start a linguistics degree in September. If you have an ear for languages, that's a pretty valuable skill set. Animation is a lot of fun, but it's not a lifestyle that most people want to live. It's not as bad for us here in the States as it is in Japan. But it's still kind of like theater work in a way, because it's migrant labor. You go to where the jobs are, and the jobs don't usually stay in the same spot. So you can't really count on being able to just settle somewhere. You have to constantly be looking for the next gig, because that's just how animation studios typically work. They don't hire full-time staffs that stay on day in, day out. They're project-based. So it's a rough life. You're not necessarily I mean, when you're young, the ideal path for an animator is when you're young and you enjoy just being in a new place every 6 months to a year, you get out there and you just do all the jobs that come your way and you keep building your portfolio. And then when you get to the point where you've had enough of that, then you hope that you have developed enough seniority and enough of a rep and portfolio that you can move into a larger or higher position. Because that's pretty much the only way you're going to end up with a more stable job. If you're good and they like working with you, you may get asked back a lot, but then you can't necessarily guarantee that there's going to be a back-to-back project at any studio. A lot of them go into a pretty protracted post work after they finish with a project that's going to take a while to finish before they move on to the next one. Okay. At this point, I really just need to be scanning things. I got nothing to scan. Do I have any water? Need some water. And I need food. Needs food badly. Give me that nutrient block. Delicious. Oh, I needed health, not food. Oops. Let's see. Thank you, Kate Love ya. Do your kids question the need to homeschooling during the plague? I mean, they're hard to get to do their schoolwork sometimes, but they understand, seem to have a pretty good grasp on what's going on. We've laid it out in such a way that they get it, like the world is diseased and they can't go in it. Thank you, Matherwell. 2 bachelor's degrees. When I went to get the second one, didn't have to take any classes that didn't pertain directly to my major, and I liked it a whole lot better. No classes that got in the way. Yeah, and I kind of think that should be more of what we offer, is direct access to information without a firewall of boring, useless crap between you and the things that you want to know. I mean, imagine if you could just go study what you wanted to study and pay a reasonable price for it. Like, if your intellectual curiosity could just be satiated on demand by an institution that would verify that you then had information. Which, in a lot of ways, is what certifications in things like the tech fields are. Thank you, Shadow. My college offers linguistics as a minor right now, so instead I'm studying as many languages as they offer as I can. Currently up to 7 out of 12. Wow. That's impressive. I can barely speak one. Thank you, Gravel. Yes, I speak 4 languages but out of hobby. It's a community theater and that pays for my food. Thank you, Ice Phoenix. Thank you, Monochromatic Weiss. 6 months, just a reminder, you deserve nothing but love, success, and happiness. Someone tells you otherwise, then kindly fuck right off. You tell them. Thank you, Malicious Slytherin. I can't remember if I said that one or not. Alright, correct me if I'm wrong here, though, but I'm still just shopping for more stuff. Thank you, 1984. That was a fine year. Alright, let's see. I know only 2 languages, English and bad English. That's fair. Those are... thank you, Orbrandir. Okay, hold on. Let me look this up. See what the... Because I'm pretty sure all I'm supposed to be doing at this point is just finding new technologies, but... let's see. You need to travel further around. Okay. And I think we're on the last giveaway, right? Yep, the final giveaway right now. Okay. I'm just arbitrarily picking a direction now, so we'll just go this way. And that's the landmass. Thank you. Ah! Went to community college. This is the wrong way, I'm pretty sure. My associates in fire science technology degree with a volunteer firefighter for 5 years. Had to drop due to physical injuries. Career is now production designer, workflow analyst for a print company. Never went to college for it, but never practiced for it. Whoa. Get the job through a conversation about wanting to help the company more and was trained on site for the last 6 years and moving up. Knowledge is not always necessary, in my opinion. It's really not. Thank you, son Troka. And Kate Levia, my daughter insisted we shouldn't have to learn during the plague and that she won't ever use what she's learning in the first place. I'm trying to find a good way to prove that math and English are valuable. Well, depending on the age of your daughter, yes, English could be very valuable because there's a certain modicum of facility with the language that you have to have any sort of intellectual discourse without looking like a complete moron. So, that's important. If you haven't yet figured out where commas and periods and capital letters go, then you don't look too great when you're trying to talk to someone. She's 10. Well, Eli is 9, so I get you. He is not interested in learning. And a lot of the online learning that we've been getting from their schools is largely short video clip based, which starts to make you wonder if your entire lessons for a day can be summed up in 5 minutes worth of YouTube videos. What's the rest of the day? Because a lot of times that's about all they're watching. Is like, okay, here's a video on volcanoes. One of them was just a 1 minute video where lava was flowing. And that was it. It didn't talk about lava. It just was flowing lava. Which looks cool, but isn't really explaining anything. Every direction I go seems to be more ice blocks. I thought there would be non-solid world here somewhere. But boy, do I keep finding more of these Ski-Doo pieces. Thank you, Professional Hugger. And Killswitch Zay. Zay? And Pegleg. Thank you, Pegleg. I'm associate cause it makes me so happy to join the Navy instead. Really shitty things. Oh. What is that? Oh, it's one of the floating donuts. Ow! What? Goodness gracious. Thank you, P-Mill, for the 50 subs. Very, very kind of you. A second very, very kind of you for the evening. I just want to learn about this whole fish. There it is. Is this a thing I can scan? Ice fruit plant. Oh, good. Now I have salt. I can preserve fish. I'm not sure what it was that bit me a second ago. Something sounds mad. Oh, emergency supply cache. We got a beacon. I've got to find something to make battery chargers with pretty soon, though. They kill switch. So I told you this a while back, but we found our second child was a boy. Turns out it was wrong, and we were actually having a second girl. Wow. Congratulations. That had to be an interesting moment when they went full reversal on you there. Yeah, we know we told you it was a boy, but it looks like that was just a vestigial tale. Mazel tov. I mean, admittedly, having seen 2 ultrasounds now, I certainly don't know what the hell I'd been looking at. Oh, that's a baby? Okay. No, sir, that's the spleen. Right, right. All right, here we go. What do we got? First aid. Learn something. Compass, nice.
New blueprint acquired.
Woo! Those lights. Nutrient bar, which has been exposed to the sea. Delicious. That gives it flavor. I've already scanned that. Why did it? Oh, kelp root. Thank you, Toxic Plot. My econ class this semester had lesson B 5-minute video on the game Monopoly, followed by a 35-page PowerPoint questionnaire on investing. No other materials or hope for help. Made D in one class and F in the other. Win because I refused to go back to school before the pandemic started. Wow. That's just insult to injury. They made you watch something on Monopoly, which is the only thing worse than playing Monopoly. Ah, no. Get out of here. I'll cut you. Hey, did you take that from me? We had a Monopoly on stream the other day. It's oh wait, are you offering me that? Thank you. Hey, you're not so bad. You know what? I like sea monkeys now. Me and sea monkeys, we get along. Thank you, Quinlan. I'm happy to have you. Thank you, Allied User. Thank you, Janine. Been there, only looked at one, but they had to point everything out, even as a full-fledged baby, because I was like, it's blob, though. It's a blob, though. That's about what they look like. Thank you, Megan. You have Railroad Trading Simulator on stream, not Monopoly, for shame. I mean, that's what one of us was playing. The rest of us were in Monopoly, sadly enough. Which, you know, I could have gone for the Railroad Simulator. Yes, I remember this area. It's very confusing and easy to get lost in. And I don't have a compass. Ooh, a vehicle. Ow, stop it. I gotta look at this thing. How many of them? Ow! That almost killed me. I think I had that. Maybe we'll find enough of the vehicle bay down here. Probably did not need that oxygen. Nah! No, I gotta go back in there. Hey, Wise Guy! And Kill Switch, the one that told us it was a boy, was a blood test, too. Well, hey. They got it right eventually. That's the real takeaway. Sooner or later, they didn't wait till the kid came out before they were like, wait a minute. Hold up. That's not just the cord. That's a thingy, is the medical term. A thingy. Hold up. Wait a minute. Thank you, Azrael. Oh, great. I didn't care about the sea monkey nest. I wanted it to have something in it. Which it does. Laser cutter fragment. Uh-oh. Did I bring another battery for this? If not, it's going to be a real sad time pretty soon. Who cares? At this point, I'm down here to get information more than anything else. Like, mac and cheese? It's so shocking from the blue. Oh, oxygen plant depleted. Thank you, chemical fascist. Where's that? I was plowing my way through Rustic Waters MC mod, and my computer decided it had enough for today and rebooted. Oh, I know how that goes. I've thought about trying that. I almost did a Minecraft stream today just in honor of the fact that I think yesterday was the 8-year anniversary of Minecraft streams on the Let's Play, or I guess it goes all the way back to the RT channel. This is kind of like Minecraft in a little bit, so I just kind of fudged it a bit. Hey, big boss. Oh, that's... Uh-oh. I did bring another one. I is smart. Maybe not that smart, because I'm still down here with all the oxygen plants depleted, but... I swear there's more technology to be had. I feel like last time I came down here, I got lost and could... Ah, there we go. Might be all I need for the mobile vehicle bay. It is! I just need one more piece of the sea truck, which I don't think is down here. I'm going. Let's see. There we go. Ah, sweet oxygen. You want to be uploaded into a robot Portal 2 style. See, I'd totally go for that. I mean, I'd be dead, but my consciousness would live on, which I guess kind of counts. That's sort of, it's more like a kid, right? There's some really profound spiritual questions that go on when you start considering, is your consciousness the sum total of your being? So if you could download your mind perfectly into a computer, would that de facto move you? I kind of feel like the meat's a little involved, so I'd probably be dead, but like the fact that I could in some way continue to harass and annoy friends and family after death is pretty good. Where I refuse to teleport. That's fair. It's, you know what? That's fair. Good chance that you will not be you. finally need to make a computer chip. Table coral sample, copper wire. Hey, Kate, love you. Have you played the Portal 2 mods? Portal Stories, Mel, and thinking about... I don't think I have. May have played some of those, but not all of them, I don't believe. Computer chip. Pathfinder tool. Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah, unnecessary. Give me that lube! Lube seems to be more useful than I remember. Copper wire and a wiring kit, which I believe is silver. Do I have another silver in here? I do. Down on the copper mine. Ooh, there's a storm a brewing. Thank you again, Chemical Fascist. It's a great name. My food's actually still 100% full, which is kind of weird. Because I haven't had anything in a while. Okay. I did not need to do that. Hey, Reedy. Hey. Hey, you Marks. Alright. Slap that compass in the hood. Whoops. Alright, when it says release, what it really means is put it in your hands and fling it. Not just drop it. Now, sadly, I don't know how to make anything. I know how to make part of a sea truck, but not the whole thing. I also don't know how to make bases yet. I don't think. Well, I don't have the tool to make it, even if I knew how. Pocket buzzing. So we got an Arctic storm up ahead, overhead, which again is supposed to cause hypothermia now. Yep, there goes my temperature. As soon as you go underwater, 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees in this water? Or is that just your generic... Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lupo. For another 30 gifted subs.
Passing 100 meters.
So many generous sub donations lately. What would I don't know, try to incentivize this? What's a good incentive for do 3,000 subs? I'll do us X. What's the X? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do incentives until after I get done with technical difficulties. Cookie streams, I already need to do a cooking stream. I should go ahead and start planning for that. I need to go ahead and get back on my fulfilling the extra life goals. Thank you, Beltira. The only reason I haven't been trying harder to make a cooking show with Lindsay, because we've been batting the idea back and forth around, is again just because I've been so busy making the technical difficulties show. that? Trying to add anything on top of that with the stuff I already do is a little daunting. Cooking with glitter? That's not a thing, I don't think. If it is, I hope it's not. Ooh, this is a spooky sounding. Uh-oh, dead end. Right, now I'm headed south. Alright, now I'm headed northwest. But only because there was light. So this is where the island is, I think. Hey, Jess. Two chaotic cats batting an idea back and forth. Chaotic. I mean, could. I've got 5 more technical difficulty episodes to make in this season, of which my plans are constantly, like, week to week, I'm winging it. Thank you, Beltira. Looking at the initial thumbnails for those episodes of technical difficulties, didn't have much desire to watch them. Finally said, fuck it, and watched the first one. Then the other two, extremely entertaining. Thank you. I'm sorry that the thumbnails were off-putting. Actually have nothing to do with the thumbnails. But that being the case, what is it about the thumbnails that you found unappealing? Is it the bright yellow coloration? Because it was meant as a warning. Well, so some of the downside to the ideas is that I have ideas that I can't do because of needing to be back at work or having the need for it not to be raining. It wasn't supposed to be don't watch the show. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to have gone yet. Something there wanted to be scanned. But I might be able to learn bases from this area. Arrow to do a streaming tech support episode while you break your own setup to then fix it. I mean, that's not the worst idea, to be honest. A lot of the suggestions I get in tend to be more like some of the things I feel like I've done before, which is explain, you know, like walk through how our setups work, or you know, even things like diagnose or fix something at the office, which is way more boring than any of the stuff I've done on the show thus far. Because most of the things I fix at the office is just like, all right, let's reboot it. Like, okay, let's put that on the, let's turn that off. Okay, plug that back in. There you go. You're done. Hooray! Thank you, Beltira. Yeah, I think it's mostly the background, the tiny bit, the lack of context with the picture of you. Yeah, it's kind of just how thumbnails are these days. Thumbnails, you know, we're unfortunately have to operate in the world of YouTube as it is, and not how we'd like it to be. And YouTube has gotten to that, like, it must be eye-searingly eye-catching to get any sort of attention. This sulfur is just in the... Can I just get in that to be warm? Or will this burn me? Ah, sulfur bath. It teaches how to set the time on VCRs. There's things that are even beyond me. Again, it's almost impossible to find a VCR these days. What's this? I found a thing. This is different. Used to be that this area is where you went, and I think where you learned your first construction stuff. Thank you, Pack Monster. This game 3 out of 7, not enough tauntauns. Well, thankfully we haven't had to climb inside one yet because they don't smell good. Thank you, Beltira. I think with the first one, the fire breathing may have been a bit more eye catching. So which thumbnail was it then that finally roped you in? I swear, there's a way to get up there. Thank you, Danny Gregory. I'm just running around the same thing over and over. See what you do with the Raspberry Pi. Nah, the world's kind of moved on past Raspberry Pis. Like, they're still in use, but Arduino is sort of overtaken them, I think, as your more commonly utilized microprocessor. Though I do like the idea of automating things that don't need to be automated. That is certainly something that might lend itself to the show. Well, we have no context for this lady. So... you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind, you're lying, there'll be hell to pay. Wait, who are you? Stay off my land. Alright, bye. The tiny little legs get me every time. It's like Detective Baby legs. And then we continue not being off her land. This are redoing all the voices. Learn locker. It's the most important thing to learn. More important than fabricator. And definitely more important than jukebox. I'm learning all these things, but I don't want to. It's the chairs, the table, it's all pointless. It's very Animal Crossing in that way, where it's just things that you can learn for no reason.
New blueprint acquired.
I had to scan that for a really long time.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, I go scan the. Come on, come on.
New blueprint acquired.
For the snowball. Can't even scan the coffee machine. Something there. Multi-purpose room. Yes, learn. Thank you, Beltira. For perfectly honest, it wasn't so much a thumbnail that it is behind on off topic. When I think December you talked about it. Okay. That's fair.
New blueprint acquired.
Thank you, Danny. I mean, that's why we spend so much time talking about stuff that we're doing on multiple platforms, because it's so hard to get messaging out there. You can say you're doing something on 3 different shows and someone will still go, "You're what now?" Use the planter? Okay. Sleep.
Blueprint acquired.
Ah. Oh. That worked. I didn't know that you could sleep. What does that do? Okay, then. You can actually do something with that, I suppose.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, have I learned everything I can learn about this world? Scanner room. That's what I'm talking about. That'll get it. No, I didn't want that snow. Scanner room is all you need. Fling it! That was a really anemic throw. What's making that noise? Thank you, Odin's Keeper Cosplay. Love your technical difficulty show. Thanks for keeping us all entertained. Well, thanks for watching it. The response to it's been overwhelmingly positive, and I've been really happy about that. Still kind of dialing in, like, what is the show gonna be? You know? It's had a couple different iterations. It's like how much of it is going to be reviews, how much of it's going to be building stuff. I have to kind of do some review work-ins there just because it gives me a break from the building stuff. Trying to come up with something new to construct every week is a little challenging. There we go, builder. Please just need the one. Yes. Ooh, almost missed it. I mean, it does have some variety to it, yeah. Oh, that's a different kind of chair. That's a command chair. I can sit in a battery charger right off the bat? That's awesome. Ah, this is it. This is what life's about, you know? Sitting on an alien planet. Power transmitter, that's new. How do I stand up? There we go. It's a Ryan Haywood rambles for 7 minutes or so show. Well, it's interesting because the review part of it, I think is probably going to end up being less. What's the word I'm looking for? People are gonna seem like they may like that part not as much, so I'll have to balance it out a bit. Or maybe I can try and make it a show that's more fortnightly, like the like Michael's podcast, because that would certainly make it a little bit easier on me to spend more time building more elaborate things. Leafy fruit plant. Can I take a sample? I'm sad. Hey, there we go. Nom, nom, nom. Take a moment to enjoy the shadow of her running with this knife. Ha! The knife remains perfectly still as she runs. Ow. Ow. I say ow, but it's not really hurting me. Ooh, what do we have here? Sea truck fragment! Yes! Everything's coming up me. I can make a sea truck. I can make a habitat. Thank you, Bubbles the Goat, and Kitty Cat, and Max Robespierre. Robespierre, because guillotine. Was a very, very unfortunate end for many people. I don't know why I did that accent. That wasn't French. Maybe it's because I can't do a French accent. I mean, I can't do any accents, really. So I might as well do a bad French accent. At least it'd be accurate. He yelled at himself. Mac and cheese! Play Halo 2. That's right. Halo 2 came out on PC today. The Mac and cheese. The Master Chief Collection. It would have been better if they called it the Mac and Cheese Collection. For no reason whatsoever, but... Halo, the Mac and Cheese Collection. Mysterious personal log. Should be reading these probably. Sam call 1. Alright, this is the same thing as the last thing. Maybe? Thank you, Louise. Prove the mechanical avian amphibian. Mechanical avian amphibian. Under mechanical avian amphibian. Avian amphibian. Interior crocodile alligator. It's just an odd combination of things. If I hit play, will someone talk?
Hello? Come in, Sam.
Will you ever tire of that joke?
I'm already tired of it. But I'm committed to saying it every time until you come home.
How's my little ultravite?
So maybe that's what I'm supposed to be looking for.
Doing great. Sending a photo.
I have no idea what... Oh! Alan's calling! Who was that? I don't know. But I sure envy her exosuit. I hope you will avoid contact with her in the future. You seem to have a lot in common with her. Did she scare you? If anything happens to you, it puts you in danger too, I know. For all I know, I'm the last of my kind, or the last who can help. And she is rather well armed, and she did not respond to my distress call. Well, I don't think you should take it personally. Okay. She doesn't think you should take it personally. So you know what? Don't take it personally. Alright. What do I need to make? First of all, let's make a habitat builder. So I need a wiring kit and a computer chip. Yeah, what's the origin of the interior crocodile alligator? I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Why is that a thing? Where does that come from? It's a song? Is it really a song? Or is it just like... Because that doesn't make any damn sense. Maybe old man shouting at clouds, but... what are you thinking, kids? It comes from the internet. Okay, well, you know. Copper wire. Do I have any copper on me? Must be some in here. Why can I not make copper? Oh, it takes 2 copper. It takes 2, baby. Me and you. Rap freestyle. I know it from TikTok. I mean, that's where I've heard it, is on a TikTok. King Chip album. Interior crocodile alligator. Genre hip-hop/rap. Old man yells at meme. Yeah, that's definitely more appropriate. You kids and your damn memes. What do they mean? That's not what that picture said. I remember when that picture had different words. Uh-oh. No, there's no Ryan the Talk. No, the old man group's very exclusive. They'll want none of me. They don't want an actual old man in the old man group. That's a young man's game. I like the comments that happened like seconds apart. One that's you need a mask, and one that's you don't even need a mask. Whoops, that wasn't the knife. Put it down. Stop it. Ow. Stuck to the roof. A gilf?
Passing
A
100
grandpa I'd like to...
oxygen efficiency
Woof.
increased.
I better not be a grandpa. My kid's got some splaining to do. Looking for silver. None of this is silver. Ow. That was mean. That's copper. Still need silver. Which one of them does silver? Geological data. Lead, titanium. Gold and titanium. Silver, argentite. Which looks like not limestone. Argentite. There's silver. Stop. Stop. Ow. Why do they want that ass so bad? That's titanium. That's lead. More titanium. These are all not argentite. Yeah. When TikTok started kind of hitting big, I did install it to kind of check out what the hell it was. And having watched, some TikToks, I still couldn't tell you. It varies so wildly from TikTok to TikTok. Ruh-roh. That's not a good noise. Oh boy. I don't know if I'll make that. Doesn't look that far, but it is. Did I bring another battery? I did. I smart. Mac and cheese. Hey, Cherry Rosewood. Do 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 boo 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 boo. Never know if it will be 6 seconds or 30. It's sometimes there seems like they're even longer than that. I don't know what the cap is. There's a lot of like things where they're trying to get you to, I guess, pause it. I refuse to be baited into doing what a content creator wants. It never works when I do it, so hell with them. Oh, no, I follow that up with explaining why. Yeah, the surfacing lag has been around, and it doesn't seem like it's any closer to getting better. But, it's just bad, then it's fine. Okay. I'm working on making the buildy thingy, which is somewhere in here. It's a tool. Habitat builder. Okay. And I even know how to make a multi-purpose room this time, which is much better than my last attempt. I think I know how to make a multi-purpose room. Multi-purpose room. Ah! No! Oh. But thank you. It's very kind of you. I'm not used to you sea monkeys being nice. Used to be you just rolled up and took my stuff. Need some quartz. Once again, here we go. Looking for quartz. I journeyed onwards under the sea, day after day, in search of transparent quartz. I don't know what I'm doing either. It's a bit. I get that it's a bit. I also don't understand what the bit is. Because I'm leaning into the fact that people say my voice is just very soothing and hypnotic, you know? So I'm just saying things, but keeping the tone very melodic and peaceful, calming and chill. Thank you, Protoss. I have not seen the new Tony Hawk remake coming out. I hope we do more Hunt Showdown too. Honestly, the game was a lot of fun to do. Does it perform well? No. Maybe we can make a stream out of it. We're good. Thank you, Graphical. This is Face Jam. Thank you, Violet. You have to understand they're mini TikToks. While I would never touch straight TikTok with a 9-foot pole, gay TikTok hits different. Most people judge based off straight TikTok, when gay TikTok is very fun. Also, I try to make fun AH TikToks, but there is not a large AH audience I could find. I don't know anything that you just said, but I respect the hell out of your right to say it. Why can't I put this here? Oh, I can. Is that working? It doesn't look like it's working.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Oh, hey, okay. Iron kit, copper wire, and titanium. Quartz and more titanium, boy. Okay. How does one get to and or differentiate between straight TikTok and gay TikTok? Is it a separate install, or do you have to toggle something in the settings to flip gay? You'll know. Okay, that's not helpful. You have to unlock it. Seriously? You must unlock the gay. I don't feel like that's true. Hey Jess, you intimidated them, so now they are nice. You showed weakness, and soon they will go back to being cheeky. That's a good point. Maybe I slapped them around a little bit, and now they're behaving. You know, this is why it's a shame we can't spank kids anymore. I don't mean that. Just to be clear, before someone calls CPS. On the other hand, that would be intimating that I do not currently beat my kids. I just wish that I could. And hey, any parent has had that thought at least once. Like, I'm not going to hit you. But man, would it be cathartic. is all just copper and titanium. I need some silver again. Which means going somewhere. Hey, Janine. Quote you from yesterday. I do not do the spank. Did I say that yesterday? Man, yesterday was so long ago. God. Woof. Oh, on Alfredo. Yeah, okay. I remember now. Whoa. No, that one has empty hands. The empty hands ones aren't friendly. Galena. You stay away from me. I can see your empty hands. Empty, clutching hands. Silver. Good. Yes, more silver. No. No. One more silver? Yeah. No. Get out of here. Where'd the silver go? There it is. Got it. Anything I can scan in here? No. Woohoo! Splash! I'm an uncle that's helped raise my niece and she needs old school training. Just kidding, but she is a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah, I think we all... Anyone having to deal with kids for any amount of time has had that thought. I can build one of those now. Copper wire and a wiring kit. I need the battery charger more than I need that thing. Thank you, Angel. No. Wiring kit and copper wire. Okay. Wiring kit. And copper wire. Zip, 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 zip. Okay, we need to make a bioreactor in here pretty quick. But also, batteries are real important because I'm running out of juice. I don't know why I put some extra emphasis on that, but... Wiring kit and lubricant. More lube! Lube needs the top bit. Tell me you got some nubs! Oh, this one's no nubbin. Don't the nubs grow back? Need some nubs, man. No, I hear you. Nightmares. Thank you, Violet. Gay TikTok is acceptable by liking other gay TikToks, so you trick the algorithm into only giving you gay TikToks. Gay TikToks include, here's my frog, he is rad, he's rad, his name is Bartholomew. And straight TikTok is like, I'm a 20-year-old man, and I'm going to pretend to be getting blown by you, the viewer. Who could be very young, mind you. It's a kids app. It's important to understand that gay TikTok is not about being gay, it's about being more than that. It's hard to understand. It's a very interesting perspective, honestly. Thank you again, Violet. Very sorry for talking so much here. But it's a bit more bit system apology. No apology necessary. It's an interesting breakdown or, examination of that system. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Nubs. It seems mostly dancing to me. Oh boy. Oh boy. I gotta get rid of some of this. Uh-oh. Eat that. Drop that. One more thing must go. Buy salt. Who needs preservative anyway? I just eat straight from the fish. Thank you, Big Nate. Do you have any interest in playing The Long Dark again? Yeah, actually, I've considered going back and continuing the story in the series of streams. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And thank you, Gutnish Wizard and Flared Graph. Here, children. I've really got to go do something about that in a second here. Dude. Uh-oh. Don't run out of juice. I'm trying to make you a thing that makes more juice. Lubricant. That's the other thing I needed. Please, just let me make the lube. Don't run out of power. Don't run out of power. Give me the lube. Nice. I'll just feed it one of these fish that just keep swooping through my habitat. That's one of the things that's sort of shocking, that it has not yet been fixed. Hard to say what it is I see in you. Wow, why is that song suddenly in my head? Be with you, words can't say. I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Fish, 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 fish. There we go. Oh, I still have a... Stop. Here, you get in there too. Alright, need some water. Catch the mobile water bottles. Feed them to the machine. Wow, I feel like they've put more of these around here, because I don't remember getting that kind of a haul before. Should really put this on the other side. Look, I don't know why Sister Hazel suddenly occurred to me, but... Man, I caught a lot of them. It is a catchy song. I feel like maybe there's a glitch with the food. I don't know. I guess I did just eat some not that long ago. Boy, I wish my regular life was like that. Seems I've gotten stuck at full food. Okay. What does it take to make a sea truck? Advanced wiring kit, 2 glass, 3 lead, and a power cell. Some of that I have already. There's another lead. I need 1 more lead. What's it take to make an advanced wiring kit? Fancy chip. Copper wire. And 2 table corals. Still don't see how they pertain to making computer chips, but whatever. There's my dry batteries. Okay, you can stop looking at this now. It's netting. Table coral. And a wiring kit, so I need more silver. Ugh. Maybe I should make a scanner room first. Well, back into the abyss. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me go plug these batteries in. Nothing about my layout here is ergonomic. I have to go around the bioreactor to get to anything I built in here. I'll just put the hatch on the other side. So many people still trying to parse out what that song is. I mean, in fairness, I did not do it any justice by singing it myself. It's not much better when sung by a professional, but it is markedly better. What happened to Sister Hazel? Thank you, Samantha.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
Well, hi. Thanks for dropping
decreased.
by. Chop, chop.
Passing 200 meters.
Something about
Oxygen efficiency
Below
greatly
Zero that
decreased.
yet just hasn't quite hooked me as much as Subnautica did. I think it's just that the mystery of it is not quite as compelling in how it's been laid before you. I mean, right now, all we know is that your sister was here, you came, followed inadvisably close to a rock, which apparently has some kind of backstory. I'm going to guess that there's some sort of planetary defense system that shoots down stuff that's coming in, and so you have to sort of spoof your way in. I mean, I at this point have no idea, but that's going to be my guess. It didn't really work out because we got shot down anyway. And that there's some mean lady with a baby leg suit that looks real mean who doesn't want us here. She told us to get off her land, so we immediately went and scanned all of her stuff. Yeah, I think I need to be reading the PDFs more, is my main problem. Nope, that's titanium. I think if I bashed a rock open in real life and found a chunk of titanium, I'd actually be kind of excited about it. I definitely wouldn't recognize it, but it would make me excited if I figured it out. Thank you, Violet. Let's see. Promise I'm gonna stop saying shit and asking questions, but I was wondering about RTX. Everything going on, do you think you'll be safe enough to do, even with the new date? I have a lot of worries, including that my brother can't come this year, which means I would be alone. Only 18, never done a trip like that alone, and it will be during my first year of college. Plus, I don't know if it will get canceled. Thoughts? I think you'd be plenty safe because you will, if nothing else, many people here from the Madhouse will be there as well. And if you are worried about not having anyone with you, you can find buddy system people real easily. As far as the safety of the show, we won't do it if it's not something that's safe. I think it's the best I could say. Like, if things are still bad by then I would expect, honestly, we may not have a choice if things are bad by then. So, but with the way this has all been unfolding, it's nigh impossible to tell at this juncture what's going to happen. And I really, honestly, am very sorry to say that, because I know that is a terrible thing to hear when you're making travel plans, and it's expensive to do that. So, I mean, If it's a situation where you have to make the decision and immediately, and you will lose money if you don't, then I would say go ahead and plan on just not coming this year. As much as I hate to say that, and I don't want to say that, and I want to have RTX, and I want to have people come to RTX, but you know, safety is going to be first and foremost, and practicality, and there's nothing that I can tell you right now that I can say with any certainty as to what's going to happen in the next couple months. Once put in a ground pond and had to move a ton of iron ore and other rocks. It was a pain, but good workout. That's actually really cool. Okay, needed that to make this. Still need a wiring kit, so I need more silver. And then a power cell was a battery mixed with something. With silicone. 2 batteries. So I should make another battery. Like this music. See what it takes to build a scanner room. That might help me speed this process up considerably. It hasn't done the shenanigans. Now that I want them, they won't do them. Okay. Do I need to build a corridor to it? No, not that. It's weird that that's not... There we go. I just want just a straight connection. Yeah, that. What is... No. Rotate. Attach. The hell? What are you doing? Stick on the... Why are you like this? There. And now I need more titanium. The thing that's everywhere. Until you need it, and then it is nowhere. I think I have a bunch of it back in this other base thing. Thank you, Mega Bloof cosplay. 2 drums and a cymbal fell off a cliff. Ba-doom. Ugh. I think it'd be a lot more of that, though. It'd be boom. Clang, clang, clang. Etc. What's the problem now? I got all the things. Scanner room. There. Okay. Sure. Okay. Do I have enough for a hatch? Quartz. Ugh. My batteries are all run out. How are we doing, batteries? Not great. Okay. Alright, I need some silver, which is in that stuff. I also need to make some doohickeys to make the range bigger. Range need magnetite. Gold and silver for speed. Scanner room HUD chip. Magnetite. Man, I really need magnetite. Is this accurate in terms of directionality? Because I could kind of get on board with that way. Alright, I'll take this one. Don't really want to take it half done, but better than not done at all. Oh, I had a full one in my inventory. I'm the dumb. Let's go ahead and put this with the full one and then put that in there to get topped off. There we go. Thank you, Janine. So instead of training my dog not to bark at the neighbor, he's instead Pavloved the neighbor into giving him treats. So he's very, very smart, is what I'm hearing. The neighbor would give him treats to get him to stop barking. So now anytime Roo sees the neighbor, he barks till he gets a treat. I wish that would work with my dog. Bella is very protective. She ain't having it. You get near our house, Bella's all over it. And she's really very sweet. Famous last words. But she's also, you know, a quite sizable pit bull with face-crushing jaws. So, you know, it's understandable how someone might not want that running up at them, growling and barking. She does a good mean, though. And you know what? I'm not necessarily mad about that in some regards. It's nice to have a dog that's going to be like, no, this is mine. You leave.
Passing 100
As long as they don't, you know, figure out that
Oxygen
she's
efficiency decreased.
a big softie who just likes to cuddle. And actually seems to have, which is real unfortunate for us in the future, but seems to have, gets a little panicky when left alone for a protracted amount of time. She does not like being left, and is powerful enough to have physically rearranged the shape of her crate several times, including ripping off one of the metal flanges. So, yikes. Hey, Mather well. Even with the mean bark, I would probably still try to talk to her and love on her. Babies are great giant babies of love. They really are. Thank you, Dullahan. Back from training. Did I miss anything? I think I'm working on a truck now. I built a base. I don't remember exactly when you left. Was it before or after I got a parasite in my brain? Oh, wait. No, that actually happened in the last one. This time it's a alien cohabitating in my skull. Thank you, Talon. Celebratory bits for my Pride merch arriving. All right. All these color-changing shirts are really cool. Would it be too morbid to have a color-changing shirt for technical difficulties that just turned red? Still need one more silver. I should journey far and wide so I get Magnus. Should just go further out and find magnetite so I can make a HUD chip. Otherwise, the scanner room's just kind of a suggestion. Yeah, probably over there, guy. Oh, thank you, pal. I'll go take a look over there then, yeah. All right, you have a good day now. Fuck you, Shorzy. Ah, Morgalina. I need the Argentina or whatever it is. Gotta get out from under this or I shall die. Ah, so much limestone and not enough thing I need. Just one silver, man. Hook me up. Thank you, Celeryman. And HD Taras. And Violet. I want to get the front back pride shirt. There's a front back pride shirt? Really? I have no idea why they're doing it right now, but you know, whenever. Oh, that's pretty. Is that a thing? What is that? Or is that just more? No, this is more. So I whacked my sleep schedule, so I'm actually able to turn up for streams regularly in UK. So it's 4:50 a.m. Whoa, so sorry. Thanks for the pleasant vibes in the midst of anxiousness. Hope you're doing well. Doing very well, thank you. And I'm sorry that you're anxious, but I'm glad you can kind of relax with us for a bit. Thank you, Matherwell. There's a pride out in the grape shirt. I just want one. How am I having such bad luck finding that one type of rock that might have silver in it? That one? That's one. There, silver, finally. God.
Passing 100 meters.
That was the one. That was it. You get one. It's fine. That's all I needed. For now. Till I remember that I needed two. I have two. Okay. This ocean sounds mean. Alright, I think I need to make a wiring kit. I was trying to make an advanced wiring kit, if I remember correctly. Which requires me to make a wiring kit. Do I have enough to make a wiring? Wait, I don't already have the wiring kit. I'm just making sure I'm not at a different step of this process than I'm remembering. There's a perfectly serviceable storage locker right there that I feel like I should be able to scan and replicate, but, you know, whatever. Zip, 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 zip. Advanced wiring kit. Okay. Now, what else did I need? I feel like I'm closing in on Sea Truck. I don't remember what it needed, but I feel like I'm getting closer. Just need glass and power cell. Okay, no problem. No problem. Got some quartz already. Quartz is not that hard to find, he said, stupidly, begging for the world to slap him down. It's literally everywhere. You're carrying two. Unfortunately, it takes two to make a glass, I think. The swishing sounds are what really make it for me. yoink. There's one. Quartz is usually pretty close to the surface. He said, possibly incorrectly. Oh, I just want to get this built and we'll call it a night. Okay, there's the last quartz I need. There was one other thing. Maybe. My memory's gotten a little spotty. Okay. Remind me, oh vehicle thing. Oh, power cell. Which was 2 batteries and silicon. Which I have all of those things. But not on me. Okay. Power cell. Here we go. We're back in Truckland. Thank you, Ness. Sea truck! Unfortunately, I do not have a power cell charger, so its range will be limited. But hey, we made it. The truck is back. And I can't get in it. There we go. Zip, zip, zip! Why do I have a temperature in this thing? Do I forget to install the air conditioning? Well, it's pretty good progress for, one night of work. We got a lot of technologies. We got a base, which actually has power. A sea truck, which is probably not sinking, having made that mistake a few times. Nope, she's good. Totally fine. Definitely don't need to worry about her, and maybe move her over this ledge where she couldn't possibly sink any deeper, because that's never happened to me. Woo! Alright. Is AH still streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Yeah, we're still doing that. So we got another stream coming up tomorrow. I forget exactly what's on the schedule. I think there's some Gmod at the end of the day, though. I forget. But I think that's where I am going to call it a night, folks. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you, Wesley Art. And thank you, Doulahan. Cheers for the underwater truck. Alright, let's see. Let me shut this down. Let's flip this over here. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure. And see what the... Now, is Dimitri here tonight? Because I know they had a request, which was in the story time, and I don't want to do that until Dimitri is actually here. They said read it anyway. Okay. Got a skull hood in Animal Crossing. Penguin. I don't know that I'll ever launch Animal Crossing again. Okay, so the request was pre-launch trailer for the Magnus archives. And then there is a note that says, please don't wait for me to be there to read it. Okay. Okay, so is this kind of like a archivist? Is this nerdy? Okay. I'm feeling like maybe the scientist from Half-Life, sort of. Thank you, Taurus, or HT Taurus, and Sunshine, and Beltira. Any chance of a raid? Either Josh, give him a boost for Doom Eternal, or John Mace. Sure. Raid, do whatever you guys like. Test. Elias, hopefully if you hear this, it means I've found a way to record these difficult statements I was telling you about. While I hate to speak ill of the dead, the previous archivist left his place in such a dreadful mess. Even an organization such as an unusual focus as the Magnus Institute needs a well-organized archive. As you know, I've been going through trying to digitize and record audio versions, but I've been having trouble with a few of the more bizarre statements. There have been sufficient distortions as to make them utterly unintelligible. Thankfully, though, I managed to unearth this old tape recorder from storage, and these cassettes, archaic as they may be, are still better than nothing. So, with that in mind, I thought I'd take it for a spin, as it were. I've taken the shortest of the problem statements, and I'm trying it here. Frankly, I wouldn't normally bother with something so fragmented, but it should be fine as a test. Let's see. Sorry, there's a change of character here, so I'm trying to determine what it is. Statement of Jacob, no second name given, regarding God knows what. Original statement given July 15th, 2011. Statement begins. It'll get you too. You can stare all you want, make your notes and your inquiries, but all your beholding will come to nothing. When the time arrives and all is darkness and butchery, you'll wish you'd stopped listening and run. Statement ends. Yes, well, you see, I wouldn't have otherwise recorded it. Not exactly something for posterity, but nonetheless. Let me know if you're able to hear that correctly, Elias. If so, I think we can begin transcribing the rest of the statements. There you go. Thank you. I don't know how close to the Half-Life scientist I got. I was probably in the right range, I hope. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Kyla. Thank you, Shadow. In-stream hype train. Thank you, Von Golarian. Von Golarian? Wolf. Thank you, Wolf. And Bad Nerd Cooking. I've never actually listened to the Magnus Archives. Is that a podcast? What is that? Yeah, I guess I can't leave before the hype train is over. A good podcast. Is it like Welcome to Night Vale kind of thing? Horror podcast. Okay. So Thursday, I am actually not going to stream. Thank you, Rooker. I'll move it to Friday, I guess. Yeah, I don't think anything's happening Friday. The world doesn't happen anymore because Thursday is Laurie's birthday. So I'm going to take Thursday night off and do Friday instead. But yeah, so Friday it shall be. Yeah, we're celebrating by continuing to stay at home. Because what else can you do? Thank you, Talon. Thank you, Jess. Will do. So sorry for the extra delay there, but I don't feel like anybody here doesn't understand why I would do that. Thank you, Kyla. Thank you, Slan. Also, Thursday, Friday, they're all the same day at this point. It's really, time is immutable, and we are but riding the back of the whale. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. That's not my child. Celebrate wife. Big one. Days no longer exist. Days, haircuts, it's all gone. None of it matters anymore. You could wake up on a Saturday and it might as well be a Tuesday. Thank you, 2 cents change. I appreciate that. I've been mac and cheese. Been working really hard on it, so I'm glad that people are enjoying it. Thank you, Celery. Bits for the time whale. Nice. Time whale's really working out for me. Thank you, Major Jelly Bean. Let's see. Curious to see how it's doing. Anytime I have a new show, I check on it a lot. Like, do more people watch it? I hope a lot of people watch it. I mean, if you there's no more compelling title than "I Build a Stabbing Machine," right? Like, what else do you call it? It's still got the show has a really great you're probably hearing it play. A really great like to dislike ratio. Are bits a good way to support you? Delan, I appreciate anything. You don't have to support me at all. My favorite way for you to support is to show up and watch my streams and watch our content. But if you know anything above and beyond that, I am not picky. I'll take whatever. I'm happy to accept whatever you offer. Smash that bell. Ring the ding thing with your bing wing. Thank you, Kyla. Spiny McDetherson. It only had the one spine, though. I mean, you can't really be spiny with a spiny with a one spine. That's just spined. I guess it's still spine. Well, spiny. Does the Y imply a plurality of spines? Because I feel like it does. Thank you, Celery, for the gifted subs. Spinny. Oh, spinny. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, no, I'm dumb and can't read. Spinny McDetherson. Like spinny. Yeah, I built a fidget spinner that could kill you. Which is, I think it'd be better if they kept you on your toes a little bit, right? If a fidget spinner also had the potential for lethal damage, you would maybe not relax as much, but your alertness would be higher. What if we made one of those just razor blades all around the outside? So you always had to be careful about how you held it. Yeah, Jack finding an enchanted apple and can't find one in his own playthrough. Yeah, he's been having a heck of a time. Thank you, Dr. Yellow. Yeah, you give my fidget spinner 6 feet. It's a great toy for social distancing. Like, I've got a fidget spinner. No, you don't understand. You need to stay 6 feet back, because if I lose control of this thing, someone's losing their throat. They are shurikens. That's a good point. Thank you, Zan Rain. Oh my gosh, P. Mill. With the last second hype train detonation. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much. Again. You've been incredibly generous tonight. I really, really appreciate you. And not just you, PML. I really do appreciate all of you that choose to give me money out of your pockets. But I appreciate all of you that just come. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this community. Thanks for giving people a place to go relax and get away from the stresses of their lives. It seems to be a real common comment is, you know, our content or this stream or this community is a place that people go to get rid of some of the stress they carry around during the day. So thank you all for being here to be part of that. It's really, really important. Thank you, Andgrave. Thank you, Zeraweth. Female, you reset the timer on the hype train too. I thought you'd exploded it. It pushed it to level 3, and the timer was at like 2 seconds. And then restarted with that drop. Thank you, Janine. Oh. And thank you, Jess. You're more than worth my extra bits. You give us so much. Oh, I don't know what that means, to be honest. I always feel like I need to figure out better stuff to do. But I'm glad that what I have to offer is something that people are enjoying. Now, yeah, no, it's 3 minutes left on the hype train. I'm not going nowhere till that train hits a station. Hopefully at a stop and not, 200 died and Bruce Willis found out he was invulnerable. Thank you, Jess. Means accept our love, damn it. I mean, I'm doing my best. Oh no, I get it, Skulls. Yeah, sleep's important. I gotta get up and play with power tools in the morning. I'm pretty good at that though. I'm okay. Hey, Darter. It doesn't extend it unless the hype train wraps over to level 4 though. So, and I have no idea what that bar is. I realize that I, as the channel owner, am in control of it, but I've not touched it. So I don't know how long that bar is. Thanks, Smooth. I never have anything as deep to add, though I've really been getting more into Twitch streams lately, and I'm pretty sure watching yours started it. You're welcome. Any idea what I'm playing on Friday? Don't know. Might play more of this. Have been enjoying it. I might do some research into how to move things along. The hell was that? Oh, there goes the hype train again. Thanks, Anne Rain. I legit have no idea about anything myself. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Chaos. It's because of you and this wonderful community that I met my fiance. You've changed my life in a tangible way. Thank you for being you. Oh, Chaos, I'm so happy to hear that. Congratulations. That's awesome. Peglet said, have a great night. Tech Diff is great. I finally got the hat you've been repping. Take care. That's right. The hat I've been wearing for years is now back in stores. So if you like that hat, go buy it. I don't know. I think the hype train broke. Either that or it's like a bit short of the real 100%. And it just hasn't done the division. Thank you, Posh Penguin, by the way. Pigeon, not penguin. I will say it is almost an identical hat. Oh, there it went. Thank you, Anon Figment. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, Anon Figment. And thank you, Jess. Heard a million times you keep people like me out of dark places. Hat is sold out. Oh, well, never mind. I wouldn't say it's my hat, but... So, here's the original. Complete with various stains. Though, people were asking about how it smells. It actually smells fine. Not only do I rotate through hats, but I do periodically maintain it so it doesn't stink. This is the new one. So the only difference is really you can see the stitching a little bit more on it. I may be helping try to sell a hat that you can no longer buy. But so it looks almost identical. It's just the stitches stand out a little bit more, and that's it. You can see, like, on the top a little bit better. They use gray stitching on this one instead of a white stitching on this one. but they're still really good. Bye, Gravical. Good night. It's a nicer version, Allison says. You like the visible stitching better? I have no particular preference. I think they both look good. Thank you, Tesliano. Oh. Well, thank you for being here. This hype train ain't stopping anytime soon. It'll peter out. It's okay. It too must rest. Krav escaped. Bring back the red hat. Oh my god, that thing. That one does smell. There ain't much I can do about it at this point. I do still have it. It doesn't I think it shrank. I've washed it so many times. So it's no longer fit. It doesn't really fit that well. Well, I have cleaned them. That's the problem. I cleaned it too many times and it shrank. You and Jeremy doing any more Battle Buddies? Our problem is always, okay. So Battle Buddies, we kind of got ourselves into this idea of where we were having that kind of narrative. And then the concept was loosely that we were trying to do things different than just necessarily the goal of the game, and that seems to be when that show did better. And it got to be really hard to find titles. It's kind of the same problem we faced with Versus, where you just run out of games to play. It's like, what am I going to challenge you to? We've played everything. Thank you, John. It's kind of make your own achievement. And it was, at the time when we started Battle Buddies, it was Jeremy and I were the two sort of on the better end of gaming. That was before Alfredo even started, I think. And Michael's actually come a long way in terms of, he's always been an incredible platformer. It was always just a shooty where he was hit or miss. Battle Buddies Spyro. Is that multiplayer? What would we do? I don't even know. No. Okay. I'm kind of glad to hear that, to be honest. Also, I'm sure Jeremy's played that game 1,000 times. Will free play ever come back? Well, as a show, no. I do need to see what Meg's up to. We've just been both busy doing our own thing lately. I need to figure out a stream to do with her again. What are all the commands there for the lights? Well, you can set colors. The only two custom colors I have are mac and cheese and AH, which is AH green. And then there's some animations. There's AH. But they're just the default ones. I started trying to play with them, and it's a hard system to figure out. Hey, McMillan. Look for the next stream whenever it is you choose to play. Well, thank you. And thank you to everybody that contributed to the hype train. The hype train has finally pulled into the station. So that is where we'll be concluding this evening. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you Friday. Oh, look at those exclusive hype train emotes. There's a banana. Am I in control of those? I don't know where those come from. Oh, thank you, everybody. See you guys Friday. Thank you, the Mad King Father.